Alright guys, so this might be a silly topic, but believe it or not, someone asked me what I'm doing because they've seen where I do food in the truck. And so I have an electric skillet that plugs into an inverter on board. It's 110 powered, so anything you can use at home, you can pretty much use in the truck, whether it's a microwave, an air fryer, an electric skillet, that kind of thing. And so that's kind of not really a real big topic, but like this truck isn't equipped. This is Coco on the inside, nicknamed Old Coco because that's what I'm prepping right now to grub. But nicknamed Coco for basically corporate clone. We're in a truck that's got probably 300 twins to her. Anyways, and so this truck didn't come equipped with a cooler. It doesn't come with the fridge. So in the oil field, I started using this. It's a Coleman cooler that you plug into the cigarette lighter. It's got a little heat exchange unit over here, which cools the inside. Now this particular unit, you can lay flat like I am here, and I tend to use it this way because in the truck it's more stable. Plus, you can dump more stuff in it, or you can stand it up and open it sideways. I don't know if that's making sense or not, but basically you can stand it, you know, with this up, and then it opens up like a regular fridge because the door opens this way, right? And so a hack, if all you're going to put is sodas in it and you stand it with this unit at the top, with this part at the top, it will get everything cooler because heat rises, and then that's where that unit does the heat exchange process. I don't run it that way because it'll fall over in the truck. Plus, when I lay it down this way, I can put more stuff in it. Basically, it's not all that full right now, but it's midweek, I guess you could say. And so what I've done is I took what would have been a shelf and kind of created an isolation for my drinks. So I slide this unit up now that I'm driving an automatic. There's room between the two seats, sorry. So I slide it up there and I can reach over and grab a soda and it'll be nice and ice cold. It does keep things really cold. And so like here I've got some marinated steaks, some chicken that's prepared, more chicken, some pico de gallo. I got some jalapenos, basically pickled jalapenos, and then I got a couple packs of fajitas that are already prepared. And so now down there you can see I got some eggs, some beans. In that corner I got chorizo. And so yeah, I make grub when I'm on the road, guys. I cook. Right here, all of this, you're probably looking at $85 worth of groceries, and I'm not including, or that includes several cans that I picked up that you won't see here, and some tortillas. And so the cans had a couple more cans of beans, some veggies. That I eat a lot of veggies, but you know, the meat was actually pretty cheap. All the chicken you saw there was only like $4. The fajitas already prepared at the store, I think was like $5 a pound. That's 2 pounds worth. And then the steaks are a thin cut steak that's already prepared. They didn't trim the fat, and so believe it or not, I got that I think for $4.25 a pound, which is really, really cheap. You just got to shop your local markets and find where you can get the best deals. But here in a minute, I'm going to pull out a little electric skillet, heat up a couple of those little thin cut steaks, maybe some beans, and a can of veggies, and that'll be my meal for today. Anyways, you can find these things at most truck stops. The Max originally, when I bought them, came with fridges, but oil field is just so rough, little by little, they kind of all failed. And one of my drivers actually purchased one of these things, pulled out the cabinet where the cooler sat and just bungeed this thing in. And so when I saw it, I'm like, where'd you get that? Because if you go to the dealership to buy a refrigerator that ties into the truck and runs off the truck's power and everything, it's like $1,800. These things are like 125, 130 bucks. They may not work as well. By that I mean these won't freeze anything. There isn't a freezer section. But for the sake of putting food in it and keeping it, you know, safely cool, this is money well spent. I spend less than $100 a week on groceries, and I eat like a king. I make, in fact, today is one of the first weeks I don't have salmon. And so I do chicken, I do steaks, I do salmon, and every day's meal is good. You saw I got eggs. My wife actually bought those Tupperwares where it carries them individually so they don't get crushed. And I have steak and chorizo in the mornings. Either I make burritos or just on a plate. With my little skillet, I can also make pancakes. The key is to eat relatively healthy and stay within a budget. So I spend less than $100 on groceries, and I think when you compare that to eating at a truck stop, you know, if you go to any burger joint, it's $14 for a hamburger meal. So do that 3 times a day times 5 days a week. Some people that run 6 days a week, you know, that adds up really, really quick. And so even when I was on the road, I was doing this, and I would hit a Walmart and restock myself. In some of my camera shots when I was in the Mac, you could see the upper shelves overflowing with some of my groceries. This truck I share with another driver, so I tend to keep the inventory down just because I'm limited, because we're sharing everything. That's my drawer where I keep my groceries. Under the bed is a space where we're carrying some stuff that was kind of assigned to this truck, and I'm going to ask if we can get rid of that, and then I'll put a tote in there and I can carry a little bit more. But for now, this is what I'm doing. Believe it or not, someone actually asked me, you know, I saw in another video clip, you're cooking, how do you keep your food, where do you get your food, that kind of thing. I go to a little local market in Southern California where you can either order your stuff prepared or it's already prepackaged prepared, and that's what I do. I just go hit them up, and since they know I come every week, they tend to always have what I like in stock. Anyways, as always, guys, I know this is a goofy topic, but you know, thanks for watching. This is how you suffer over the road. Oh, I'm making a little video. I call this sleeper cuisine. Just because my customer messed up my schedule today doesn't mean I'm not going to eat. Anyone that knows me knows I'm going to eat, and I'm going to eat right. Well, I suppose if I have to eat, why not?
Don't want that.
Yeah, this came out super bomb. The fluid is actually from the veggies, but this came out really, really good, guys. It's almost like a fish caldo, but oh my God, is it delicious. At least. All right, sleeper cuisine. This is our salmon fillet. About 1 hour later. Yeah, this thing cooks a little slow, but it's really, really tender looking. We're gonna add a little bit more to it.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion, yeah.